Okay, I'd like to talk to you briefly about the three phases of movement that we see in Here for a Reason as an organization. If you were to look at kind of our long-range plan, this is what it looks like. First of all, we want to deal with the issue of food insecurity. We live in a region of the country that has very high risk for food insecurity. In fact, when we began doing food packaging events back in 2012, the population of Scranton, the school district, the kids in the Scranton School District were at 67% risk for food insecurity. This year, the kids in the Scranton School District are at 94 percentile at risk for food insecurity. It is skyrocketing up. That means that there are kids going to school all over the district who are not sure if they're going to get a meal that night. They're not sure how they're going to get fed that weekend if they're not in school. In fact, the entire Scranton School District is on free lunches. They all get lunch at the school. And this is just almost unheard of in a region of the country that is actually supposed to be moving forward. So we're doing these food packaging events. What we would like to do is we'd like to package 15,000 meals every 6 months. That's the goal. Our first food packaging event is October 21st, 2017, and that one will be 15,000 meals. We would like to just keep rolling into the spring of 2018, fall of 2018. Our goal is to package 30,000 meals a year, and those meals then get distributed around the region. That's phase one. When phase one starts to roll along pretty well, then we move into phase two, raising funds and looking at accomplishing phase two, which is our Community House Initiative. The Community House Initiative means that we would like to see community houses all around Scranton in every neighborhood. We want them to be within walking distance of a large number of middle school and high school students. And the goal behind these houses is to make a safe place for kids to go and just enjoy. We want it to be a safe place for them to go and have fun, for them to meet up with their other friends, to have some supervision, to be able to know that this is a safe place, a secure place, a solid place for them to be. And it's also a place where they can get help with homework, where they can get help with filling out a job application. They can get help looking at colleges if they choose to move on in that way. We want it to be a place where they know that they can come and get help and learn some life skills that they may be not learning anywhere else. The goal then is to have at least 5 or 6 of these community houses around Scranton, which would need to be staffed with both paid staff and volunteers. Phase 3 then is our community assimilation project, and that looks more like helping adults get out of a cycle that they may have found themselves in, either financially or physically. We look at things like transportation to work, which comes up constantly. So many people that we talk to, they will depend on friends to get to work, and then if that friend's car dies or if they have issues, they just lost their job. We've looked at things like financial management, helping with financial planning for those who live on very little, but they want to get out of a cycle of poverty. And so how can we help them manage their finances in a way that actually allows them to save and to move forward economically? We look at things like shelters, like homeless shelters, and how much needed those things are. We've looked at prisoner assimilation, inmate assimilation. If you've been incarcerated for any length of time, it can be very difficult to come out, get a job, move forward in your life. So all of these areas are part of that community assimilation project, and we're looking at, again, at foundational areas that keep people in the cycle that they're in. And we want to see how can we help lift people up and move them out of that cycle of poverty, out of a cycle that says you will never move forward. And I think that we can only do these types of things with a large organization that says we all have something to give, we all bring something to the table, and we all are here for a reason.